Hello, how you doing? Welcome. We have the coffee cup. We may proceed. Okay, so here's the deal. I've got some tabs ready, and I haven't been through all of them, but we'll just get back to the start here. And Michigan Lifestyle, how you doing? Michael DePaul, hello. Susie, the bedhead. Who else is here? Carly Simon. Okay. USA and Israel back. The meetings are with countries that don't like the U.S. Well, okay. Rage Against the Machine is on Rage in the Cage. Hey, Professor Falcon, hello. T-Saw. Michigan Lifestyle, Daytona Beach Flight School, something isn't right. Does that have anything to do with the flight school in Florida that trained all the happy little boys for 9/11, right? Yeah. Okay. Minus 26. Yeah, it's pretty close here. Minus 23 Celsius. Rip Curl. Okay. Damn Canadians are not punctual. No, while I was getting my tabs ready. Leave the cats alone. Those cats, I tell you. I'm telling you right now. Jabney. Gina. Sarah Bell. Hello. Gone Squirrely. Grace and Grit. David DeGeorge. Okay, so let's get on with this. So, lots happening in the money situation right now. Thanks to Ann Creighton. I haven't seen her name here yet, but she sent me something. I found a couple of other things that we're going to have to pay attention to, and there's a tab here that I'll get to, but I haven't watched it yet. I want to. I'll watch it. I'll watch it later, and for tomorrow or for next show in this series, I'll cover it. I think it's probably on the same lines as this. Hey, Camel. Hey, Paul. That plane crash for 20 minutes from your house. Okay. Wow. Yeah. I won't get too much into the plane crashes. I'm waiting for more to come out. Well, I'll touch on it real quick, though. I did watch a bunch of videos today on the Philadelphia plane crash, and two guys that know a lot about planes say that what we're seeing when the plane is coming down is not the plane on fire, it's the landing lights. For that to be so at the different angles that we're seeing them, and because I watched 2 or 3 different angles of that. They're all over the internet. People are posting doorbell cameras and dash cameras and phone cameras and security cameras and you name it. And what I've seen is that looks just as bright from almost every angle. And the plane was nosediving in, so the landing lights would have been pointing down. They wouldn't have been pointing all out to the sides. I mean, I'm sure that there's some of the light goes out from there, but also one of the videos I saw looked a little bit too yellow. A little bit too yellow. So, and something had to happen for that plane to drop that fast. And it powered in. So, yeah. As far as that being the landing lights that we're seeing, yeah, I'm not there yet. And then the family of the pilot of the helicopter in the Reagan Airport crash, that family has requested that the identity be withheld for a certain amount of time. And it has to do with all of the bullshit on the internet with people saying all these things and I mean, we'll find out who that pilot is eventually, and then we can speculate or whatever from there. But right now, the helicopter was too high. It made a turn at the last minute, which if it wouldn't have made that turn, it wouldn't have gone anywhere near that plane. It shouldn't have been at that height. Wasn't authorized to be at that height. There's just too many things about it. And apparently, and again, we'll get names of victims, etc. Apparently, there was a bunch of figure skaters. I don't know if they were a national team. I'm not sure. But Nancy Kerrigan came out and did a news conference. And so it might be possible that it was national team members. I don't know. We'll, unless, if somebody knows, if somebody has seen something or something has come out in the last few hours. Hey, Ann, I'm going to use your video that you sent me. Green Thumb, hello. So thank you, Ann. But again, we'll get the names of everybody on the flights and all that. But again, I picked this out right away. As soon as this happened, I'm like, what the hell? A helicopter hitting a plane? So, I mean, I'd go, you know, helicopters have to, you know, they have their thing, right? But, and I know the plane has to descend to fly, but the altitude where it happened, that helicopter wasn't supposed to be there. And if you look at the tracks, there was a slight turn at the last minute. One more thing before I carry on here and get going is that my marathon, which is only 2.5 hours because I just couldn't do it. Anyways, my marathon video that I had the other night, that I did pretty much in the middle of the night for most of you, I am going to replay it tomorrow. And so I'll be there. I'll be in the chat. And hopefully I won't interrupt it. I'll just let it play. And I can comment and chat about stuff unless something comes up or I miss something or whatever, and then I'll stop it and say something. But there's a lot of information in there, a lot of stuff I want to get out. And then the other thing I'll be doing is I'll be reposting the tabs in the chat as we go. Because I want that one to get out there. It's got quite a few views now, 400, 500, something like that. But a lot of information in there, and I would like that to get out there. So anyways, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to play some of the video that Ann sent me. And I've got other stuff to do with money markets. My tabs aren't exactly where I want them, but I'll find them as I need them. Again, I haven't watched all the way through on a couple of them, but I kind of think I know what's coming. Hey, Roland, how you doing? And okay, just a second here. I just want to. Kim Haggerty, hi. Maybe some equipment on the medical craft exploded. That's just so rare of an event or anything. The safety protocols for that kind of thing are off the charts. They're telling us, okay, it was a 44-year-old plane and it does not have black boxes for some reason. Doesn't have stuff like this. That was one of the reports I got. That doesn't fly either. Could it have been a bird strike? That's possible. We'll find out. But yes, something catastrophic happened to that Learjet for it to drop and descend the way it did. And it happened while they were switching frequencies from one control tower to the other, because there's one control tower for takeoff and then there's another control tower for flying around. Oh, sorry, am I doing the am I doing the Adolf Musk thing? Yeah. Anyway, that's another one. Okay, so all right. I don't know. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna let this go for a couple days and we'll get more information and figure it out. So okay, here we go. I'm gonna do a screen share and we'll get into things here because it's really important. I know I've watched this guy's channel before. I'm not subscribed, but I have watched him before. I have followed him from time to time, and I'm gonna have to just kind of speed through things a little bit here, and I'm not going to play the whole video. And as usual, I'm going to put the link in chat right now. And hang on, I gotta kill the sound on the tubes of the U so we don't get an echo. Okay, there's the link in chat, folks. And here we go. So like I said, I'm gonna kind of have to bounce around a little bit in here. But the title again, Bank of England delays gold delivery for up to 8 weeks. So people are asking for their gold. The bank doesn't have it. Listen closely. Here we go.
Video today. Well, I think we've got the biggest news in the gold market probably since Gordon Brown pre-announced the sale of half of the UK's gold. Yes, I think it's this serious, and it could be even more serious for the central bankers, and especially the Bank of England. So I was out early this afternoon, and I was walking back home, and weight to withdraw bullion from BOE rises sharply as fears of Trump tariffs drive shipments to U.S. So
yeah,
why do I think this is serious?
Round
well,
and
because according to the Bank of England, they hold 5,365 metric tons of gold. That's as per their last numbers on December 1st. Which is the equivalent of 172.5 million ounces. So let's go through the story. And to me, it seems like the Bank of England is defaulting, de facto defaulting. And why is that? Well, because they've leased out a lot more gold than they have, and that's the whole crux, the whole engine of the paper game. That's how they create the endless supply of paper gold in the markets to keep the price suppressed. So let's.
Okay, so fair use, YouTube, fair use. Yeah, did you catch that? He said paper gold. Again, there's a lot of people that own gold, a lot of people that buy gold, and they play with it on the markets and all that, but they don't actually have it in their hands. There's a bunch of people saying, I want my gold, and there's a bunch of Americans that have gold in the Bank of England, and they want their gold. The Trump tariff thing is deeper, way bigger than it's got to do with taking down the markets. It's got to do with taking down the system. This is my guess. Okay, so again, we've got the gist of what he's talking about. I want you to go to his channel and watch this video, okay? And I'm going to watch the rest of it later. I'm not going to kill my tabs today. What I'm going to do is I'll just separate them after I've used them. There's a couple of these I want to watch. I'll probably take. Oh, cats! Get out of here, little bastards! Ugh. Anybody want a cat? We'll ship it for free in an airtight container. I'm kidding. California refinery fire. Rage Against the Machine. Okay, hang on. I'll have to pull that up in YouTube. I will. Okay, we'll just a second. Let me cover my money thing. Hang on. Let me get that tab up. Let me find it in YouTube. Okay. Open link in a new tab. There we go. Thank you for that one. Okay, I'm just looking for other stuff. Okay. Okay, here we go. Just a sec, folks. Let me keep going here. Okay. That one I'm gonna put later. Okay, that one I'm going to put later. Okay, this one. Just one sec. Okay, here we go. And again, this, you gotta, I haven't watched this all the way through, but I've watched enough of it. Let's put it that way. And I'm going to show you what's going on. And this is the Cabal playing their little game. But this is also a chance to get some silver, and very valuable, very pure, very awesome silver. So let's get into this, because again, I think silver is going to go through the roof. And we've been talking about this for years, but I think it's coming. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking chat again. Okay. Share screen. Here we go. Okay. Now, the Royal Canadian Mint. Okay, this channel is Salivate Metal. Again, I'm not subscribed to him, but I've followed him in the past. I've looked at his stuff in the past. Again, he likes the coins and all that kind of stuff. That's what he does. Listen closely. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
10-ounce versions of the maple leaf that have a little different design, different types of maple leaves. Nonetheless, the maple leaf is the standard bearer for security features and low premiums for a bullion coin, and has been since they first started implementing these features back in 2013, with the addition of what's called bullion DNA, as you can see there. And that's what that little privy mark is. It has the year and as well as the little maple leaf there. And when that is scanned using an application that the dealers have, well, you can get the verification. And then they added the radio lines in 2014. And it just made it all the more harder to actually copy these, where if you see a fake of these, you know full well that it is not the genuine article, because it does provide a unique cartwheel effect. It's just beautiful, especially in silver, the most reflective metal here. And being 4/9 pure silver is another added benefit. Well, they've taken it to another level. Now, we know that there are deep incused and high relief versions of these maples. In fact, as far as a maple leaf, it is the most widely adopted design in Canadian mint coins and coins in the entire planet. There's more varieties of the maple leaf than there are any other common theme design on the planet. That is unique to Royal Canadian Mint. And they've stepped it up again, unveiling the largest silver maple leaf coin, known as the Big Maple Leaf Coin. The 10-kilogram numismatic piece made of 4/9 pure silver was introduced at the 2025 World Money Fair in Berlin, Germany, an event that brings together the global minting industry. According to this piece here from todocanada.ca, which was shared with me by a member of the community. But I first saw the video from the Royal Canadian Mint's website about this particular piece as well, too, which has an extremely high relief version of the maple. It is pretty wild. I'll put a link to that video in the description below, because I don't have one to show you, sadly. But per the new...
Did he just say 10-kilogram coin of 99.99% pure silver? That is also uncopyable to make it worth more. This is what the Royal Canadian Mint is doing. Remember, we're Cabal Central, okay? The Royal Canadian Mint prints coins for countries all over the world. And they print really expensive stuff, like high-end stuff for various things, and it's all okay. It's a big deal. And I'm going to take you to the next one. We're just fast forwarding in the same video, and here we go. So fair use, YouTube, fair use, and then after this, I'll hop into chat, and I will put this link in chat as well.
Very nicely done packaging here. And here is the coin itself. Look at that, folks. Absolutely amazing craftsmanship in this, and the detail.
Okay,
just second to none with the antique. And this thing is something else. This is the Zhu Rong coin, and it is an amazing thing, a level of achievement in terms of minting technology as well too. Command the Fire of Zhu Rong. The intricately crafted collectible honors the Chinese god of fire and his legendary power. This is it comes in some great packaging as well. They have really stepped it up as far as packaging and with a slip case and just to give you an idea of what's involved in something like this. It really does bring out. It's red for the Chinese god of fire. It makes perfect sense. Very nicely done packaging here. And here is the coin itself. Look at that, folks. Absolutely amazing craftsmanship in this, and the detail is just second to none with the antique finish for this 2-ounce pure silver coin from Zhu Rong. It's the ancient Chinese god of fire, celebrated for his control over the flames and cosmic order, his mythological essence, and the modern space exploration of China's Mars rover bearing his name are honored on this coin. So it has a sort of a dual purpose, with Chinese mythology and Chinese space exploration. The reverse showcases Zhu Rong commanding twin dragons. And this is the reverse here, over Mars' rugged terrain, symbolizing strength and guardianship. The obverse captures him amidst the volcanic fury with a vermilion.
Okay, so Mars, China, 2 dragons. On the other side of the coin, do we see an eagle? Yeah. Yep. Do we see a couple other little symbolism things there? There's a crest at the bottom. A crest that you would see associated with, I don't know, a crown, a city of London or something like that, maybe. I don't know for sure, but something like that. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. So again, you've got the link in chat, and yeah. Okay. So we'll go to the next one, and again, it's got to do with a money guy that I follow, and here's the link. This is a guy in Canada, Russell Matthews. Hang on here, let me do the screen share. Did I not get that in chat? Just a second. There. Okay. We'll get to this, do the screen share now. Amongst all of this, everything that's going on, right? Amongst everything that's happening, all these plane crashes and fires, and now we've got this refinery fire, which I haven't seen yet, but I will. We're going to go to that video in a bit here, just make sure I don't forget about it. So this is his live stream, okay? And this happened 4 hours ago. I was live on it when he was on, but yeah, I had to catch my sleepies. Anyways, I'm going to let it play and let him talk.
Wow. Okay. So we're expecting the Prime Minister to come in here any second. I've got some other stuff that I want to show you because we've got responses from other politicians to what's going on here. Of course, if you're just joining me, hey, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. We're going to dive deep into what's going on right now over the next hour and a half here. We're expecting to hear from the Prime Minister of Canada. That's currently Justin Trudeau. And we're going to hear exactly what he has to say. What is the plan here? The only problem is, and we'll go back to here to Polyev in just a second. The only problem here is we are hearing that, well, there are some counter threats coming back. Of course, people know that the Canadian politicians have been saying, well, for the past couple months, they've been saying, or I guess since they knew these were going to be coming.
And I can you hear this, folks? because I know that's as loud as I can get it. Volume is fine. Okay, thanks. All right. I'm going to skip ahead through this to get to where we hear from the dipshit in chief. It's yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay.
They'd say, hey, if the U.S. tariffs us, we're going to do dollar for dollar retaliation. Now, the Trump administration is coming out and saying, reportedly, that if you do that retaliation, what we're going to do is we're going to come at you even harder. I don't know what that looks like. Is it if you were some sort of terrorist, you'd be like, every single day you don't comply, we're ticking up the interest rate 1%. I mean, that would be quite the stunt, right? All the news networks would be
okay.
like,
so
tick every
it
day.
Again, it took them a while to get into this, but here I'm going to get to
a
something here. I'm going to skip ahead.
A counter.
Fair use,
I think
YouTube.
that
Fair
might be
use.
politically helpful.
And once
Might be
again,
politically
thank you very
helpful,
much, Russell.
and not necessarily a bad thing. It gets ideas stuck in people's minds. But that's a slogan for sure. We've got the news network up here. The CBC News Network. I've got other news networks on my other screens. We're waiting for Trudeau, who's scheduled to come out in a number of minutes
as
here.
well as
let's
send
listen
a
in to
message
see
to
what
Donald
on.
Trump. But from an economist's perspective, the best actual response to this is to bring our tariffs to zero and not apply taxes on anything being shipped into the United States. And the reason that we would want to do that is that would make our exports more competitive, right? And avoid overtaxing the Canadian economy. So the strange thing here is that it's a rock and a hard place kind of dynamic. I think ultimately what we will see is essentially a dollar for dollar response from Canada, and a hope that eventually Trump backs down. But the process toward getting a resolution here is going to be very long and complex. Maybe one other thing I should throw into all of this though is that if you look at the text of the executive orders that has been put out thus far, I'm not some sort of deal, and then
a little bit of a pet theory I haven't talked about on any of those is this idea that, okay,
Yeah.
if you are the guy.
Oh, it came back.
Just a sec. I want to. Shit.
Government.
Here we go again. Hang on. Was I frozen?
You have this.
Okay.
It comes on and goes off.
Comes on and goes off. Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Opportunity with Trudeau as the prime minister can make all the decisions that a prime minister can and make vast, extremely important decisions. And then that he's going to be gone, and that problem is going to be gone. So there's the potential for you to do very, very extreme things here without suffering the repercussions, because you can say that was the last guy.
Yeah.
Pin it on this built-in fall guy. Is that something that's going to happen with this? These economic retaliations, and then the collected money from these tariffs, and the ability of the government to choose what they do at will with that money, be it benefits for individual Canadians.
Just a sec here. I'm trying to get
whatever their project of the day is.
There's a really good part in this video.
Goods from Mexico, Canada, and China could become more expensive. President Trump said he's placing import tariffs on production from those countries. Mexican and Canadian imports will face 25% tariffs, and goods from China will face a 10% tariff. Trump first threatened tariffs during his campaign and seems likely to follow through with that plan. It's a political game.
Okay, that's copy. We're not going to